Good afternoon. It is a privilege and a joy for us to be here this afternoon. We have been anticipating this day for a long time, since the announcement on March 1st, with realignment in the structures and move to a single territory in Australia. And that we would have the privilege, my husband and I, to walk with Salvos in Australia. And I have to tell you, over these last 3 years being in Australia, you are the most outstanding Salvos in the world. But as together we step out in what we truly sense is God's design, do we not? For the Salvation Army and for His mission. Over these last 3 years in Australia, we have shared life and ministry with Salvos across primarily the Southern Territory, has been our appointment. But over these last few months, we have been sharing in the Eastern Territory and getting to know the Salvos in that part of the country and sharing with officers on various occasions and also just joining in on the various conferences that have taken place. But we have truly seen God and continues to pour out His blessing upon the Salvation Army and how the Salvation Army has poured out its blessing in the communities in which we serve across Australia. But we don't stand alone. We stand together with you, with many officers, many Salvationists, many soldiers, many adherents, many junior soldiers, employees, and volunteers at the commencement of a new chapter of the Salvation Army in Australia. And with that new dawning comes many thoughts, many hopes, many dreams, and I have some of those as well, which I'd like to share with you at this moment. So my dream is that we would be committed to these next few years together, that it would be bathed in prayer, as the General already mentioned, that this would be bathed in prayer, and that we would know Him better in the midst of this project, that we can move forward from where we are and look at God's perspective in all of this. God has opened up this door of opportunity, has He not? God has opened up this door of opportunity. And it's not about structure, but about God's mission. Following His lead and hearing His voice. My dream is that He would be glorified and His kingdom and His will would be done more powerfully than ever before in history. I see an army that will have the courage to carry through what God opens before us. Take the necessary risks to embrace the new thing that God is doing and plans to do in and through us. I see an army that allowing God to invade and order our lives for His purpose. And we will understand and surrender to that as we commit to prayer and hearing from His word. I see an army with a positive perspective, confident that the impossible is possible, and we will live and love from that faith view. I see an army facing change with confidence and holy anticipation, knowing that God is in control and we can respond accordingly in our attitudes, conversations, and through our actions. I see an army that continues to grow as people come to faith in Christ and become His disciples. An army whose growth is not measured by how many attend our worship services, but how we attend to our communities in which we serve, bringing the message of freedom, hope, and life. So as we journey together over these next few years, it's going to be an exciting journey, perhaps a bit daunting at times, but these are days that God has planned for the Salvation Army. For you and for us, let us walk together in the future. May God bless you.